The Clippers are in deep trouble as they are 4-9, and now they are on life support. Welcome everybody, it's your boy Lee, and today we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers' struggles to start the NBA season. After 13 games, the Los Angeles Clippers are now 4-9 after they have just lost to the Boston Celtics in a really close game. Where James Harden, man, can't even describe James Harden. He's an absolute beast, and without him, it could have been much, much worse for the Clippers. And I mean it, man, because it's really tough. James Harden needs help, man. James Harden needs help out there. Anyways, guys, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get every new video. Let's get right into this video. Let's talk about the Clippers' injuries to start. Well, the Clippers are without Kawhi Leonard. He has an ankle sprain, and it looks like it's bad because he has already missed a week. And like last week, they said they're gonna be reevaluate him in another week, and they say he's gonna miss more time now. So man, sadly, with Kawhi Leonard, it just feels like it's the same pattern every season. He gets injured at the start of the season. He's never healthy, and when he gets injured, they say it's going to be like a 7 to 10 day injury, and then it turns out to be a couple of months. And it's really bad. And then you got the Bradley Beal situation. Bradley Beal, who just signed with the Clippers early in this offseason after being waived from the Phoenix Suns. He signed a contract, $12 million contract with the Clippers, and now he gets a season-ending hip fracture, and now he's going to go surgery. The season's practically over. So now the Clippers are just one man down here. Two big players are down for the Clippers now. Two players who are supposed to help this team become a championship caliber team, a playoff contention team. But so far, injuries are now bad. And I've just finished watching the Celtics game. Derrick Jones Jr. gets injured after Jaylen Brown trying to fight for the ball. He gets to the ball, but then he gets Derrick Jones Jr. right knee, and it looked bad. It looked bad. He had to be helped out to the locker room. Then you got also Jordan Miller, who's a G League player, has gotten a right hamstring injury and didn't play the rest of the game. So man, injuries are starting to pile up on the Clippers. Losses are starting to pile up on the Clippers. It's looking real bad, for being honest with you, man. And one thing I want to talk about is Ivica Zubac. Man, Ivica Zubac, to start the season, hasn't been the best. He hasn't been that great. Maybe the weight loss affected him more than he thought, to be honest. I'll just have a question because I think Ivica Zubac, you want to lose weight. I think you want to lose weight because you want to become smoother on the courts. You want to get better on the court, more shiftier on the court. But it hasn't been looking that way. It has been looking worse. His body used to help him get better angles in the paint, but now he's always forcing tough fadeaway floaters. It's crazy, man. It's really it's crazy, to be honest with you, and it has been affecting the Clippers in important positions where they're making a run. Then Ivica Zubac do one of those floaters, and then the other team gets back on a run. And I want to talk about the Clippers offense as well. The Clippers are 26th on the NBA offensive points per game. They're only scoring 111.5 points per game, which is absolutely bad if you wanna for a championship team, for a team that's trying to contend. Man, to be honest, it's not looking good. And dang, man, I'm actually speechless because this is really bad for Clippers. I'm not a Clippers fan, but man, if you're a Clippers fan, I pray for you, bro. And then we want to look about the turnovers. The turnovers are really, really bad for the Clippers and has been hurting him. They are in 3 point percentages. They are 15th on the league and 3 point percentages. It just hasn't been clicking on offense. And then you got to look at three players that I want to talk about that has been absolutely disappointing this season. Maybe we didn't expect a lot from them, and they're going to be Chris Paul. Chris Paul has already received 5 do not plays so far in 13 games, and really has been playing. He has been playing for like 5 or 6 minutes. It's father time for Chris Paul, and yeah, man, father time is undefeated, bro. Then you got Brook Lopez. He can't shoot the 3 point very well, but to be honest with you, just it's all feet, man. It's all feet out there. He's not as fast. He's not fast. He just can't play with the like. He can't compete with players that are younger than him nowadays. They're more shiftier. He's not moving. He can't move really quick. He can't move his body so fast to react to sudden movements. It's bad for Brook Lopez. The only thing good for him is the 3 point shooting, and it hasn't been that good this season as well. Then when you look at Nicolas Batum at the end, who just signed a contract, Nicolas Batum might also retire at the end of the season, like Chris Paul. It hasn't been looking good for him. We have known him to be a really good defender, but this season his defense is actually maybe average. It's not really that good of a defense. His 3 point percentage shooting is really bad. So these three players, elite players in their time, but then maybe the time has come for those three players. For being honest with you, and then you got Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn has been absolutely disappointing this season as well. Hasn't been really that good from the 3 point percentage as well. Um, Derrick Jones Jr. hasn't been that good as well this season. There's only one player that actually has been surprising, has been playing good basketball for the Clippers, and it is John Collins. He's averaging 11.6 points per game. He's shooting 35% from the 3 point range. He has been good for the Clippers this season, and he actually delivered some big games that actually saved them in some games, to be honest with you. So yeah, man, all those players I mentioned are the players that are supposed to take the Clippers to championship contention, man. Oh my goodness, bro, this is really bad, man. Is the unction okay? Is the unction, and man, you can't really do anything about it because just old feet out there, and they just came over like they're playing now here in Boston after playing a double overtime in Dallas. Like they're already tired, and now then they play two overtime games, and then a two overtime game, and then they play against the Celtics in a really close one. And tomorrow they got a back to back against the Sixers, with Paul George being upgraded to questionable. We might see Paul George play basketball in a really long time. Embiid is out though, so it's gonna be a fun game in Philadelphia. See if the Clippers can actually withstand the just withstand the fitness, just the stamina of the players are cooked. Nobody can play right now in the Clippers. It's heavy feet out there. It's going to be heavy feet in Philadelphia with the Clippers, with the Sixers absolutely rested. Okay, so this is going to be really. It's a pretty tough schedule for the Clippers. When I look at the schedule for the rest of November, they got the Sixers, then they got the Hornets, which actually could be a winnable game, but the Hornets sometimes could actually play good basketball. So it's a dangerous game. It's a 50-50. It could be a trap game, as they call it. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Memphis Grizzlies. The only two games that are not that you can actually blow out the other team is going to be the Hornets or the Grizzlies game if John Morant's not playing, for example. But even those two teams actually can turn it up, and any at any game they could just shoot like 50% from 3 point range. So that's going to be bad for the Clippers. And the Cleveland Lakers games are actually brutal because those teams are actually really good teams that can deliver every single time, especially in big games against the Clippers. So man, it's not looking good for the Clippers. They're on life support right now. It's not like it's not like they're absolutely cooked, but they're on life support. They need Kawhi Leonard to come back as fast as possible. But when I'm thinking as fast as possible, it's not about rushing him back to the game. Because if he rushes back in, he's gonna get injured again. Let him take his recovery, but hopefully that recovery doesn't take long. And when you talk about this is just out of everyone's hands. Okay, like it's about Kawhi Leonard's ankle. Okay, it's supposed to be if it's good, he can play. Then he gets out there. If there's a small risk that he could re-injure again, then they should not put him out there again. Okay, man, I want to talk about James Harden. James Harden has been absolutely brilliant this season. Harden is averaging 25 points per game with 9 assists and 6 rebounds. By the way, those stats don't describe James Harden this season enough. He has been absolutely cooking the season. It's just so good. He's just so good, man. Just speechless. I'm speechless because everything that I can say about James Harden, it won't be enough. If I say anything, it just won't be enough. Without him, the Clippers will be in the mud. They could be 2-11, for example, maybe even 1-12, like the Pacers and the other teams, because he's the only one that's carrying this team. I think he's just dropped 41 points against the Celtics with like 9-9, almost a triple double. And in Dallas, in the two overtime game, he dropped a 41 points with 13 rebounds and 10 assists or something like that. It was a triple double, a 41-point triple double. So the Clippers are actually staying closing games and winning games because Harden is going out there and dropping at least a 30-point triple double every game. So yeah, man, James Harden legs, it must be heavy right now to be James Harden because his legs are absolutely cooked, by the way, because he's absolutely given everything out there, and that's what I like about. That's what I love about James Harden, man. That's what I love about James Harden. Anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is the future salary cap, future draft picks for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers, they're in trouble because this season doesn't go well. For the 2026 season, there's a pick swap with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Sam Presti keeps doing it he keeps doing it every time, man. He can't keep getting away with this, okay? He just can't keep getting away with this, okay? The most favorable pick will go to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So if the Clippers don't have their pick this season, so if it's a top three pick, if it's the number one overall pick, the second overall pick, the third overall pick, it goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the Clippers don't have an option here but to keep on going because there's no rebuild mode. There's no like reset button. If we're cooking, we can reset. No, there's not a reset button here. You have to go out there and compete. Even if you're 4-20, you just have to go out there and compete. If you're the Clippers, there's no reset button. And the same thing goes for the 2027 season because they don't also have the pick. The Thunder had the pick. To be honest with you, I've actually seen a tweet talking about if the Paul George trade is actually worse than the Luka trade, and I actually agree with that. I think the Paul George trade is the worst trade in NBA history, even worse than the Luka Doncic trade because of what I'm seeing right now. The Thunder got out with Jalen Williams, J-Dub from that trade, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP of the league, the best player in the league maybe right now, future draft capital that could turn the season into absolutely something phenomenal. They built the OKC Thunder dynasty. The Clippers did that. Okay, one trade built the Oklahoma City Thunder dynasty, and it helped them rebuild, get a lot of draft picks, move into the right direction. While the Clippers couldn't win a championship, and are now in the mud. So, is it panic mode? A bit, but not like it's not like crazy panic mode. Okay, it's like mid panic mode. Okay, we're in the mid, but it's on life support. If like they get 2 or 3 more losses in a row, that's when I'm actually like, yeah, man, we're in panic mode. We got to do something about it, okay? And then I want last Norman Powell trade is an absolute disaster so far. I love John Collins, but I don't think if Norman Powell was here right now, he could have helped James Harden. They would be in a good position. They would have like 3 or 4 more extra wins. They could be over 50% win rate right now. Could be in a playing spot at least. But it is what it is, man. So yeah, man, that's about the Los Angeles Clippers. That was Ali, and we'll see you in the next one.